मासूम से बॉलीवुड सफर की शुरुआत करने वाले मशहूर फिल्म डायरेक्टर शेखर कपूर के बारे में आप तो जानते ही होंगे कि इतनी कंट्रोवर्शियल रही है उनकी पर्सनल लाइफ, प्रोफेशन और पर्सनल लाइफ को कब वो मिक्स कर बैठे ये उन्हें भी पता नहीं चल सका। कितनी अभिनेत्रियों के साथ नाम जुड़ा शेखर कपूर का, कितनी बार शादी टूटी, तलाक के कगार पर आ गई इनकी शादी, तलाक के बाद भी वो एक्स्ट्रा मैरिटल अफेयर को लेकर हमेशा रहे चर्चाओं में। आपको बता दें, शबाना आजमी के साथ शेखर कपूर का रिश्ता कुछ इस तरह था कि लोग कहते थे कि बंद कमरे में इनका रोमांस चलता था। वहीं यहाँ वो एक्ट्रेस कंगना रनौत को बुला बैठे अपने साथ। अफसोस हो गई उनकी बेइज्जती, कंगना ने कर दिया उन्हें मना आने से, जिसके बाद उन्होंने की बातें।
I thought Kangana was going to be on stage with me. No? Do you want to come? No. Okay, all right. So the question that I've been asked is, what is the future of... What? Okay. So the question I've been asked is, what is the future of film? See, I'm not a filmmaker. I'm a storyteller. Can everybody sit down and be quiet? I've come a long way to talk to you. Okay. Can you keep quiet, please? All right? Thank you. So, I don't think that we need to confine ourselves to be filmmakers. We're storytellers. Most of the questions that I keep getting asked about filmmaking is, which way is film going? And unfortunately, film is now, till now, being only seen as a theatrical experience. And that's our biggest problem, has been all the time. India only has about 9,000 or 10,000 screens, and they're declining. In comparison, let's say China, where they're adding 15 screens every day. So we have to think away from theatrical releases. We have to find platforms beyond theatrical releases. If we are to encourage new talent, if we are to go into forms of new filmmaking, if we are to experiment, we have to go beyond theater. And now suddenly, the opportunities are huge. We have cell phones, right? We have 800 million cell phones in India. Is that a market that filmmakers should be exploiting as against 6,000 screens? We have Amazon here, we have Netflix here, we have a number of platforms. So when I ask, when I get, people ask me and they're filming me on their cell phones and they say, "Sir, how do we become a filmmaker?" And I said, "You're filming me, right?" "Yes, sir." "Do you have an editing facility in your phone or your computer?" "Yes, sir." I said, "Then what's the problem? You're a filmmaker. You're shooting, you're editing, you can go home, you can upload it to YouTube, right? So you're a writer, filmmaker, editor, and your own distributor. So what's the problem? What are you looking for?" When I started my first film for Masoom, I had no choice but to take a 35mm camera or a 16mm camera, get the money, buy the raw stock, and the only way that I could release my film was theatrically. Now you can release your film in any way possible. So I really going to invite some questions from you. Remember that art has always followed the technology of distribution. Right from the time that the cavemen wanted to tell stories. So we have these 5,000-year-old caves or 10,000-year-old caves. We realize that the cavemen have taken stone and engraved paintings, one after the other, like a comic book, to tell their stories. When my daughter was a kid, her technology was crayons. As filmmakers, our technology has been cameras and film and now digital. But as technology goes on increasing, then our ways and means of telling stories goes on increasing. And we should not confine ourselves to say, "I want to make films theatrically." We should be able to open ourselves to whatever digital platforms, whatever platforms are being offered right now. And the number of platforms and the number of possibilities is going on every day. Right now I'm making a VR experience, right? Virtual reality. I'm making is that a film? Is that a story? Or is that virtual reality experience? It's storytelling. I am now adapting to storytelling in the new form that's going to come up, which is now taking the world by storm, which is virtual reality. People, we keep saying our business is increasing. If you look at the number of people that are going to theaters, that's decreasing.
Next 9 News Report.